15,000 years ago, somewhere in the dark wilderness of Eurasia, ancient humans were fighting for survival. Life was simple and harsh. Wake up, search for food, try not to die, and sleep. One night around a small campfire, something rustles in the pitch-black woods. You freeze, and a pair of glowing yellow eyes blinks at you from the deep shadows. Most wild animals would either run away or attack, but this creature just stands there watching you. Something about it keeps you from throwing your spear. This very moment is where the story of dogs begins. The story of how wolves became dogs didn't happen the way most people think. There was no ancient man who planned to tame a wild predator into a creature that sleeps on a pillow. Biologically speaking, dogs are not a separate, wild species. They are a domesticated subspecies of the gray wolf. Every single dog, from a German shepherd to a Chihuahua, descends from wolves. Scientists estimate that dog domestication happened between 15,000 and 40,000 years ago. It's a wide range because ancient bones don't come with timestamps and DNA history is complex. Long before horses, cows, or goats were domesticated, dogs were already man's best friend. Thousands of years before humans even figured out how farming worked. The old story says a brave human brought home wolf pups and trained them. But wild wolves cannot be truly domesticated as adults. Their wild instincts remain dangerous no matter how they are raised. The leading scientific theory today is that wolves domesticated themselves. The bolder, calmer wolves chose to get closer to human settlements for their own benefit. As ancient humans became better hunters, they generated reliable food waste, discarded bones and leftover meat scraps. To an opportunistic scavenger like a wolf, human camps were free buffets. Aggressive wolves stayed far away from humans. But the calmer, less fearful wolves edged closer to the campfires, fed on the scraps, and survived more easily. Over generations, wolves with lower stress levels around humans raised puppies that shared those calm traits. Natural selection slowly began turning wild wolves into friendly companions. In the 1950s, Russian geneticist Dmitry Belyaev set out to test this exact process by running a famous long-term experiment with silver foxes. Belyaev selected and bred the foxes based on just one single trait: tameness. He only bred the individuals that showed the least fear and aggression towards humans. Within just a few decades, something wild happened. The tame foxes didn't just become friendly. Their ears became floppy, their tails curled, and their coats developed spotted patches. This phenomenon is called domestication syndrome. Breeding purely for tameness automatically unlocks a package deal of biological and physical changes in an animal. Domestication wasn't just about wolves changing. Human behavior changed too. Ancient humans consciously chose to tolerate these friendly animals near their fires. Genetic evidence suggests dogs were likely domesticated more than once across different regions, including East Asia, the Middle East, and Europe. Once humans realized semi-tamed wolves could act as early warning alarms against dangerous predators and assist in tracking prey, the bond grew rapidly. Today, dogs are cognitively unique. If you point at an object, a dog will look where you are pointing, a genetic skill that even wild wolves raised by humans cannot match. In wolf language, direct eye contact is a challenge to fight, but dogs evolved to hold human gaze peacefully, using eye contact to seek information and affection. When you make eye contact with your dog, both your brains release oxytocin, the bonding hormone shared between a mother and her child. You are chemically wired to love each other. Dogs developed a unique facial muscle above their eyebrows that wolves lack. It allows them to make puppy dog eyes, triggering a protective, nurturing response in human brains. Archaeological graves from 10,000 years ago contain human skeletons carefully buried alongside dogs, often with a human hand, resting gently on the animal. Over thousands of years, humans actively bred dogs for specialized tasks: hunting, herding livestock, guarding homes, pulling sleds, and royal companionship. In a short evolutionary time frame, humans shaped the basic wolf blueprint into hundreds of radically different shapes, from massive Great Danes to tiny dachshunds. Most modern dog breeds were defined in the 19th century during the Victorian era, turning millennia of functional dog breeding into formal competitive sports. Today, dogs enjoy a unique place in human society. They sleep in our beds, have their own social media accounts, and are treated as true family members. Even with luxury pet care, a dog doesn't care about status. It finds ultimate joy just from finding a dirty sock on the living room floor. We invest heavily in their health care, talk to them like friends, and grieve their loss just as deeply as we grieve human family members. Unlike other domesticated animals that were captured and penned by force, dogs were active partners who approached humans and adapted alongside us. Many scientists argue that without dogs helping us hunt and guard, the expansion and survival of the human species might have looked very different. We didn't just create dogs. In a very real biological and social sense, dogs helped shape human civilization as well. The next time your dog falls asleep on your feet or wags its tail when you open the door, remember that you are experiencing 15,000 years of ancient mutual evolution. That wolf stepped toward the fire long ago started a partnership that outlasted empires and languages, turning two very different species into family.